Alright. What is this recording? Okay. Hi. Welcome to the school podcast where I do a podcast where I do a podcast where I am currently in school and I just talk about school and how it's going for me. And let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is David, and I love video games, and sometimes I like learning. So, let's get started. Okay, so you're gonna hear my teacher in the background as well, and you're also gonna hear some background music, because, right now I don't really want to learn, and we already learned everything about math. We're just going over right now. So, here, let me bring one of my tiny speakers near the microphone so that you can hear what my teacher is saying, and so that you can hear the music as well. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna lower this a little bit more. Alright, there you go. So, I really like learning, especially I'm really good at long division, and not that many people know that about me. Oh wait, no, I'm really good at long division, and not that many people know that about me. And I want people to, put that in their brain whenever they see me. They're like, "Hey, David, are you the guy who is super good at long division?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I guess so, man." So, also, we're learning about how to multiply and divide decimals, which seems really, really easy to me. It's just like if you're multiplying numbers, just it has extra numbers. And we're learning that right now. I'm writing it in the journal. When I go face to face, and today I was a little bit sick, so I couldn't go. And since I couldn't go, I don't have any of my stuff. It's in my desk at my school. And I'm using my personal computer because my laptop from school is at school. So, this is not going to be that short of a podcast, maybe like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I forgot. I want this to be a podcast because, I have the microphone, I have the music in the background, I already have the name for the podcast, and I want to see if I can get this onto YouTube, and if I'm lucky, maybe even Spotify. So I'm gonna search up how to get this on Spotify, so that I can get this on Spotify and that more people can listen to it. Because I feel like people are more interested into podcasts where you talk about your life and not talk about different stories about different people. I don't know why, I just feel like that. That's what this podcast is going to be about. It's going to be about some of the stuff that I learned, some of the stuff about my life, and it's going to be called MID, MID, MID podcast. It's going to be called Mid School Podcast because I'm going to be in the middle of school while I'm doing the podcast. So it's going to be Mid School Podcast. And I feel like that's kind of a good name because it basically describes what it's going to be about. And I'm going to be talking about my life stories, some stuff that I learned in school. Like right now, let me check. Yeah, we're learning how to add, multiply, subtract, divide decimals right now. And, I already wrote all of this down, but she likes going over things like 1,000 times. So, yeah. Maybe on one of the podcasts I'll tell you guys my Meet login, so that you guys can go into the Meet and just rate it. But I really don't want to do that because I feel like I'm going to get expelled. Yeah. So these type of podcasts are going to be for like 7, maybe 8 minutes, maybe even 5. But this one's probably going to be like 6, 7 minutes because I have to go to my mom's work, I think. If I don't, then I'm going to be lucky. So, yeah. Here, I'll tell you a short little life story. One day, my dad said, "Hey guys, do you want to watch a movie? The Storks movie?" And I was like 5 years old, and I was like, Of course I do. So, he goes set up the projector. He sets up the projector on top of the roof. Unprofessionalized. There were some screws loose. And he was like, it's just kind of a short movie. We can watch it till the end. It's fine. Oh, and by the way, that movie made me think, where babies come from? Hold on. I'm gonna have to pause this really quick. Okay. This is kind of a scuffed podcast. I'm gonna have to go pausing for a second because my teacher sometimes calls on me, which is kind of a pain sometimes. So, okay. He puts up the projector and the laptop, sets it up by HDMI, and it's working. So, mid-movie, I'm pretty sure it's when they start building the thing on top of the roof. That part of the movie, out of nowhere, we hear this. And then I was like, hey Dad, is the projector okay? It's making noises. He says, of course it is, son. So, then, 5 minutes later, a freaking nail falls on my head, and I was like, ow. Hey Dad, nails are falling on my head. And he said, oh, let me check. Oh, that was just nothing. It wasn't even a nail. It was a nail. So, then, 2 minutes later, the projector falls on my head. Once it falls, blood freaking everywhere. And then my mom was like, oh my god! Why? I can't have blood on these white sheets! And then my dad was freaking out. So, they take me to the car with white leather interior. And we go to the closest children's hospital. They took me to the emergency room and they gave me stitches. I had the stitches on my head for 3 months. Everybody at school was like, oh my god, David, you're so cool. You got the stitches on your head y todo. I was like, oh wait. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm kind of Hispanic, so I'm gonna throw in some Spanish words. So if you don't speak that much Spanish, don't tune in to this podcast. Okay. So, once they hit it on my head, yeah, I got the stitches for 3 months. Once they took it off, bro, it felt like if somebody pinched me once they took it off. It was so gentle. It didn't even hurt. Neither when they put it on. It didn't even hurt at all whatsoever. So if you're scared to get stitches, don't be. It does not hurt at all whatsoever. I was literally 5 years old and it didn't hurt me. So, I guess, yeah, that's gonna be the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please either subscribe to this channel or follow this channel or whatever you guys want to do, because this is going to be hopefully on Spotify, but 100% on YouTube. So, goodbye.